Hey guys, it's the Anime Trainer here, and with the most recent manga chapter, spoilers by the way, from Dragon Ball Super, we see Merus sacrifice himself in order to weaken Moro before disappearing from existence forever. It sucks that he's gone, but angels can't get involved, and his loss does seem to have triggered Goku to possibly use the completed Ultra Instinct, and not just Omen, or Sign, or whatever you want to call it, but Mastered Ultra Instinct. But I'm not here to speculate on how the fight is going to go down with Moro exactly. Today, I want to talk about what's going to happen after Moro, or rather, what I think should happen. Since Goku has basically achieved the ultimate form of the gods with his completed Ultra Instinct, I think that the best that the series can do right now, and honestly the next logical step, is to just go straight to the end of Z. First, let's talk about why that makes sense. It makes a lot of sense because when we see Goku at the end of Z, his gi is radically different than what we're used to seeing. The orange is completely gone. When we saw it pre-Dragon Ball Super, it was just a wardrobe change. One that I quite like, but it was still just a wardrobe change. But now that he's been trained by an angel and has mastered Ultra Instinct, it seems like the color palette makes a little more sense than just being a wardrobe change. If you look at the outfits of the angels and the Daishinkan, we see that it's very similar in color pattern, especially with the Daishinkan. Wearing those colors could be a way of honoring Merus as his final instructor. With Moro, the series has already raised the stakes to the point that Mastered Ultra Instinct is required to beat him. At this point, there doesn't seem to be anything else to reach for Goku. Ultra Instinct, from the initial introduction of God Ki, to Whis mentioning it early in the training, to the appearance of the form in the Tournament of Power, has finally been achieved and mastered. It feels like the whole story of Super was just building to that, and now that it has, the timing of the series with Pan and Bulla both being born points to the end of Z being the next thing in terms of time available and the next logical step. Unless there's a lot of time spent in some sort of other dimension where time flows differently. Now let's talk about why it's the best move for the series to make. Goku goes off to train Oob, effectively removing the Goku always wins option from anything that's going to happen next, and bringing Goku's character back to what we saw during the Buu saga, which was wanting to leave it to the next generation. And now that Goten and Trunks are older, and the super massive multiversal threats are all taken care of, the boys can take the lead in doing some things. But what is there to do that hasn't been resolved? Where would the kids even go in a universe where Shin has done a horrible job of making sure that planets have life? I mean, seriously, less than 30 planets in the whole universe with life. The Galactic Patrol and the Galactic Prison is basically just a refugee camp for the remaining sentient species in the whole freaking universe. So, Universe 7 doesn't seem to be the place where adventures can actually happen. The answer, though, is pretty simple, and it lies in Universe 6. Vegeta has still not gone to see Planet Sadala and the King of the Saiyans as he told Kaba that he would do earlier in the series. Vegeta contacts Whis, who takes Vegeta, Goten, and Trunks out to Universe 6. Taking both Goten and Trunks to Universe 6 to see those Saiyans would allow for some cool moments with Vegeta getting some Saiyan feels and pointing out the differences between the two versions of the Saiyans to the young half-Saiyan men. Vegeta takes this opportunity to test out some Universe 6 Saiyans in matches, and proceeds to train Kaba some more. The two boys can get some screen time, face their own challenges, and grow as characters. Goten to become his own person, and Trunks to live up to the greatness that he saw in his future self. But what spurs them to decide to do this? Well, they meet Kale and Caulifla and learn that they can fuse to make Kefla, and they challenge Kefla to a fusion match. But instead, Goten gets completely stomped, completely bodied by just Caulifla herself, which makes them completely reconsider their overuse of fusion as a problem solver, and that they need to get strong individually. Goten remembers getting beaten by his dad, which didn't surprise him, but it hurts his pride more than he would like to admit, losing to some random Saiyan. Trunks knows that he is nowhere near as strong as his future self the last time he saw him, and that it's finally time to take things seriously. So, a situation arises in Universe 6 that requires the Sadala Defense Force to be deployed. Goten and Trunks take this as an opportunity to test themselves against a new challenge, and to maybe become stronger, and accompany Kaba on the mission, while Vegeta is meeting the king. Vegeta's fine with it, but tells the boy not to be outdone by trash. The kids are surprised when they enter the ship and find that it is just Kaba. He says that since the Tournament of Power, he's gotten so strong that there hasn't really been a need for anyone to go to these things except for him. So the kids can just relax and let him take care of it. However, the boys are even more surprised when they find out where it is they're going. Earth. Okay guys, that's as far as I'm going to go today. Leave in the comments what you think the threat should be in the newly revived Universe 6 Earth. And if this video gets 100 likes, I'll do a part 2. This was pretty cool. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, good luck and train hard.